Welcome back to Being Talk About channel. Hi, meet me again, Andrew. How are you all? Hope you are always in good condition. There are a lot of things people are talking about out there. As for us, let's start from here. Are you having trouble defecating? I hope with this video you will find a solution. You need something natural. You need a simple one. You need fun as a solution, right? Alright, let's just open the facts and what the researchers say about this. Listen carefully. Coffee. Yes, coffee. For some people, coffee jumpstarts their bowel movements in addition to their energy. Despite its popularity, little research has been done on why coffee causes so many individuals to go to the bathroom within minutes of drinking it. In some cases, as with coffee and bowel movements, there likely just hasn't been the medical demand to merit serious investigation. It may also be a case of obviousness, meaning it doesn't take multiple studies to know that coffee induces bowel movements when it's such a part of many people's daily lives. Coffee's effect on intestinal function could be due to a variety of substances other than caffeine. There may be something exceptional about coffee, as evidenced by existing research. That patients are right, said Stoller, also an assistant professor of medicine at Harvard Medical School. Some small studies have shown that drinking coffee was more effective than warm water at inducing bowel movements. That's saying something since water is an integral part of normal digestion, with large amounts being released and reabsorbed by your digestive tract every day, he said. This, of course, doesn't mean that adequate water intake isn't essential for your overall health. About 60% of your body is made of water, Jerlyn Jones, a registered dietitian nutritionist and spokesperson for the Academy of Nutrition and Dietetics, he said. According to previous study, whether the coffee is caffeinated or decaffeinated doesn't seem to matter in all experiments, implying that coffee chemicals other than caffeine may be to blame for unexpected bowel movements in some circumstances. The identities of these molecules, as well as how they might interact with the digestive tract, are still unknown, but here's what researchers have learned so far. You need to know that coffee might cause colon contractions. The colon experiences three types of contractions that work together to mix, knead, and ultimately eject poop. The occurrence, timing, and frequency of these contractions are influenced by muscular, neural, and chemical factors. Coffee might stimulate this colonic motor activity within minutes of consuming it, based on the limited available research. 12 healthy people experienced this activity during a 1998 study when they agreed to have a sensor probe inserted into their colons. Over a 10-hour period the next day, the participants consumed warm coffee, decaf coffee, water, or a meal in random order. Both types of coffee and a meal cause more colon contractions and pressure compared with water. Caffeinated coffee was 60% more effective than water at stimulating colonic motor activity and 23% more impactful than decaf. Other studies said drinking coffee gave them the urge to poop, then went through a similar test. Their colon activity increased within 4 minutes of drinking unsweetened black coffee, an effect that lasted at least 30 minutes. Those results likely mean that coffee isn't directly contacting the colon's lining, but rather affecting it through a gastrocolic mechanism. Meaning coffee contacting the stomach lining triggers either a nervous system or hormonal response that causes the colon to start contracting. Colon contractions move stool in the colon toward the rectum, and voila, you have the urge to have a bowel movement. Melanoidins, compounds formed during coffee roasting that have dietary fiber, which helps digestion and prevents constipation. Coffee appears to also stimulate release of the hormone gastrin, which enables production of gastric acid, stomach acid. Gastric acid helps digest food and might urge colonic activity. Researchers discovered in 1986 that drinking caffeinated or decaf coffee affected gastrin levels quickly and significantly. After fasting overnight, men in a small 2009 study received either a meal and black coffee, or just a meal. Drinking coffee significantly sped up the time it took for food to leave the stomach. and enter the small intestine after the mealtimes. Some compounds in coffee may also interact with the opioid receptors in the GI tract, which affect bowel function. If you're lactose intolerant yet still enjoy dairy creamer with a side of coffee, the creamer could be the culprit behind any sudden urges to poop. One way to find out what is making you go to the bathroom is to drink coffee without dairy creamer or milk and track your symptoms for a few days. While research does suggest some digestive benefits of drinking coffee, should your regular morning coffee be what you used to stay regular? If you're constipated, drinking coffee to help move things along isn't unreasonable. But don't rely on it to move your bowels. Speak to your medical doctor if you are having problems going to the bathroom regularly. Researcher recommended slowly increasing your dietary fiber intake with fruits, vegetables, whole grains, beans, nuts, and seeds. The average American adult consumes only 12 to 14 grams of fiber a day, and the 2022-2025 Dietary Guidelines for Americans recommends 25 to 30 grams of fiber a day for adults. People prone to having loose or urgent bowel movements may want to consider that coffee can be a trigger for those unpleasant events as well. So what are you waiting for? If you are currently experiencing this problem, then drink coffee right now. Hopefully, what is conveyed in this video is useful for all of you. Don't forget to subscribe and comment so that this channel can continue to live and contribute to goodness for many people. See you again in another video with me, Andrew. Bye.